In the world of celebrity marriages, few unions have sparked as much conversation as the relationship between rapper Jeezy and television host Jeannie Mai. Their whirlwind romance, highly publicized wedding, and subsequent struggles made headlines across the media. Yet, after months of speculation, rumors, and whispers of discord, Jeezy has finally broken his silence on his divorce from Jeannie Mai, leaving fans and followers stunned by the revelations. It all started like a modern-day fairy tale. Jeezy, a rap mogul with a reputation for being tough and streetwise, found love with Jeannie Mai, the vibrant and opinionated co-host of The Real. Their relationship caught everyone by surprise when they went public in 2019. On the surface, they seemed to be an unlikely match. He, a chart-topping hip-hop star, and she, a bubbly daytime talk show host with a fashion-forward flair. But somehow, it worked. They appeared to complement each other in every way, from their differences to their shared goals and passions. Their love story only seemed to get stronger as time went on. By 2020, amidst a pandemic and worldwide uncertainty, the couple announced their engagement, and in March 2021, Jeezy and Jeannie tied the knot in a stunning, intimate ceremony at their Atlanta home. The world was enthralled by their union, viewing them as one of Hollywood's it couples. Social media was flooded with pictures of their beautiful wedding and tributes to their undeniable chemistry. Behind the scenes, cracks in the foundation. While Jeezy and Jeannie portrayed an image of perfection, cracks in the foundation of their marriage had been forming long before the public got wind of any trouble. Sources close to the couple began to reveal that their relationship had been rocky for some time, despite what their social media posts would have fans believe. Their love was real, but so were the growing differences that began to create tension behind closed doors. One major issue that plagued the couple was their cultural differences. Jeezy, born Jay Jenkins, comes from the rough streets of Atlanta and built his career through grit and perseverance. Jeannie, on the other hand, is of Vietnamese and Chinese descent, raised in a culturally rich but very different environment. While they celebrated each other's backgrounds, those same cultural differences began to surface in unexpected ways, leading to misunderstandings and disagreements that only escalated over time. Family values and expectations also played a big part in their struggles. Jeannie had previously been vocal about her desire to focus on her career and initially didn't see motherhood in her future. However, after falling in love with Jeezy, she expressed a change of heart, eventually welcoming their daughter, Monaco, in January 2022. As joyous as this moment was, the responsibilities of parenthood put an even greater strain on their already shaky marriage, the pressure of public life. When you're a couple as high-profile as Jeezy and Jeannie Mai, living under the microscope of fame can create unbearable pressure. From the moment they made their relationship public, they became the subject of constant media attention. Every move they made, every event they attended, and every Instagram post they shared was dissected and scrutinized by fans and critics alike. For Jeezy, who had built his career by keeping a relatively private personal life, this level of exposure was overwhelming. Jeannie, on the other hand, had spent years as a TV personality, accustomed to living in the public eye. She embraced the spotlight in ways Jeezy was never comfortable with, and this difference in how they handled fame created a growing divide between them. Rumors of trouble in paradise began circulating as early as 2022. Their once happy public appearances grew more infrequent, and eagle-eyed fans noticed subtle changes in their interactions on social media. Their cheerful, coordinated posts became more sporadic, and the loving captions once seen on their Instagram feeds turned into cryptic messages, hinting at deeper issues. Still, the public couldn't quite pinpoint what was going wrong. The silent struggles. Jeezy, ever the stoic figure, remained tight-lipped about his marriage troubles for the longest time. As much as fans were clamoring for an explanation, he stayed focused on his music and business ventures, avoiding any direct questions about his personal life. But behind the scenes, things were unraveling. Friends of the couple later revealed that their relationship had hit a breaking point. Well before the divorce papers were filed, communication had become strained, and the once close-knit couple, for Jeezy and Jeannie, it seemed to do the latter. While both adored their daughter, the pressures of balancing their careers, their personal lives, and their new roles as parents became too much to bear. The divorce, a sudden shock. In September 2023, the bombshell news broke. Jeezy had filed for divorce from Jeannie Mai, citing irreconcilable differences. The news sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry, as fans and media alike were left reeling from the sudden announcement. Just months prior, the couple had appeared on talk shows, speaking fondly of their life together, making the split all the more shocking. As details of the divorce emerged, it became clear that this was not a hasty decision. Sources close to Jeezy revealed that he had been contemplating the move for some time, but wanted to ensure that it was the right choice for both him and his family. The tipping point, according to insiders, came after a series of disagreements that escalated beyond repair. While the exact nature of these disagreements remains private, it was clear that the couple had reached a point of no return. Jeezy breaks his silence. For weeks after the divorce filing, both Jeezy and Jeannie remained relatively quiet, choosing not to address the media frenzy directly. But in late 2023, Jeezy finally decided to break his silence in a heartfelt and candid interview that left fans with more clarity and even more questions. Speaking to The Breakfast Club in a rare sit-down interview, Jeezy opened up about the emotional toll the divorce had taken on him. He acknowledged the deep love he still had for Jeannie, but admitted that the pressures of their different lifestyles, cultural backgrounds, and the demands of parenthood had ultimately been too much for them to overcome. "I'll always have love for her, and we'll always be family because of Monaco," Jeezy shared. "But sometimes, love isn't enough to make it work. We were just in different places, wanting different things, and it became clear that we were holding each other back in some ways." Jeezy spoke candidly about how fame had affected their relationship, hinting that the constant public scrutiny had amplified their problems. When you're in the spotlight, it's like your relationship is under a microscope. Every disagreement, every misunderstanding, it all gets magnified. It got to the point where we couldn't just focus on us, we were always dealing with outside noise. But perhaps the most surprising revelation came when Jeezy admitted that he had been the one to push for the divorce, despite still caring deeply for Jeannie. It wasn't an easy decision, and it took a long time to get to that point. But at the end of the day, I had to do what was best for me and my daughter. Sometimes, the best thing you can do for the people you love is let them go. Jeannie's response. While Jeezy was the first to publicly speak out about the divorce, Jeannie Mai wasn't far behind. A few days after his interview, Jeannie appeared on The Real for the first time since the news broke, sharing her side of the story. In an emotional and tear-filled segment, Jeannie opened up about the pain of the divorce, but also expressed a sense of understanding and acceptance. "This was not what I expected for my life," she began. "I thought we were going to grow old together, but I respect Jeezy's decision, and I know that he's doing what he feels is right for him and for our daughter." Jeannie also acknowledged the role that their different backgrounds and lifestyles had played in the dissolution of their marriage. "We come from two very different worlds, and while we tried our best to bridge that gap, sometimes love just isn't enough. I think we both realized that we needed to grow in different directions." Despite the heartbreak, Jeannie emphasized that she and Jeezy were committed to co-parenting their daughter and maintaining a positive relationship for her sake. "At the end of the day, we're still family. We're going to raise Monaco together, and we're going to do it with love and respect." What's next for Jeezy and Jeannie? As the dust begins to settle on their divorce, fans are left wondering what the future holds for both Jeezy and Jeannie Mai. For Jeezy, the focus seems to be on his music and his daughter. He has already hinted at new projects in the works and is determined to keep pushing forward, both personally and professionally. Jeannie, meanwhile, has thrown herself back into her work, using her platform on The Real to share her journey of healing and self-discovery. She has been open about the challenges of starting over, but remains hopeful about the future.